Montessori education is an educational approach developed by Italian physician and educator Maria Montessori and characterized by an emphasis on independence, freedom within limits, and respect for a child's natural psychological, physical, and social development. There are many who hold, as I do, that the most important period of life is not the age of university studies, but the first one, the period from birth to the age of 6. For that is the time when man's intelligence itself, his greatest implement, is being formed. But not only his intelligence, the full totality of his psychic powers. Maria Montessori is one of the 20th century's most influential figure in an educational reform movement for children from birth to adulthood. Her life's work is devoted to the cause of the child, for she believed the child is the answer to a peaceful future and a renewal of humanity. In 1906, an opportunity arose for Dr. Montessori to start the first children's house with young children from the families in the poorest sector of Rome. The transformation of the children within short time drew many visitors worldwide to see the miracle children. Her method of education derived from scientific observation of children who were left free in a prepared environment. The revelation of the children made Montessori give up her medical career so that she could immerse in working with children and developing her education method that truly fit the nature of learning. Clearly described by Montessori herself. What was the wonder due to? No one could state it clearly. But it conquered me for and ever, because it penetrated my heart as a new light. I changed my whole life. I was nearly 40. I had in front of me a doctor's career and a professorship at the university. But I left all, because I felt compelled to follow these children, and to find others who could follow them, for I saw that in them lay the secret of the soul. The rest of her life, she worked tirelessly developing education method for children from birth to maturity. In 1939, she opened the Montessori Training Center in the Netherlands, and founded a series of teacher training courses in India. She believed that only through an education could peace be established in the world. She was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 3 times in 1940, 1950, and 1952. Montessori talked about an attempt to understand and educate a child who is tied to a desk at school was like a futile effort in studying a pinned butterfly, trying to understand the nature of it. At the end of her life, she was convinced that she had done her part of setting free the butterflies, or the children of her time, and of the future. She died in Holland in 1952. Her work lives on through the Association Montessori Internationale AMI, the organization she founded in the Netherlands. The goal of Montessori education is to aid life. The importance of Montessori education is not to pass students to the next grade, but to give children a solid basis as they grow to maturity. Freedom given to children in the prepared environment helps children take charge of their own education and other responsibilities later on in their lives. Traditional education prepares children to serve in static environment, where things remain constant for a relatively long period of time. Whereas, Montessori education prepares children for the present time and the future where things change quickly and unpredictably. With unlimited information available in our present time, education cannot be merely a transfer of knowledge from teacher to students any longer. Children must be equipped with tools and skills for acquiring knowledge. Teachers must know how to preserve the children's natural curiosity. Children will then be flexible, proactive, creative, motivated, and caring members of the world. The last great lesson is about the history of how human in the past created system of numbers. The story helps the children understand the power of mathematics, and motivates them to explore further in the field of mathematics. Concrete materials are continued to be used by the children to explore the complex mathematical processes. The transition time for children to pass from manipulating concrete materials to using numbers on paper is called passage to abstraction. Each child comes to his own realization, that he can perform mathematical operation more efficiently without the materials. Montessori elementary level math includes topics such as operations, fraction and decimal, powers of numbers, squaring and cubing, relative numbers, algebra, and data and statistics. Mathematical facts and theories are not handed out to children to memorize like in traditional education, but the children use the conceived materials to arrive on the conclusion or formula of math concepts.